While police officials have not yet released the identity, it has been confirmed that it was Deputy Director of Bahamas Information Services who was gunned down early this morning. Police say 37-year-old Latore Mackey received a bullet to the neck. Now, when our news team arrived at the murder scenes on Market Street just after 5 this morning, police could be seen combing the areas for clues as well as dusting what appeared to be a black van with red and white government license plates attached. According to Assistant Commissioner of Police Anthony Ferguson, shortly after 4 this morning, police responded to gunshots that rang out through White Road.
Detectives were on patrol around that time, observed a black vehicle parked in the middle of the road. This vehicle appeared to have crashed into a lamp pole. Upon checking the vehicle, they discovered the body of a male leaning on the right side. He had apparent gunshot injury to the neck. And EMS personnel were contacted and arrived on the scene, where they did an examination and discovered that there were no vital signs of life. Obviously, from all indications, we are investigating a homicide at this time. As you can see, we have a team of detectives on scene and around the area, canvassing the area for information.
Mackey was attached to the office of the Prime Minister and was tasked with providing the press with details of Prime Minister Perry Christie's speaking engagements, appearances, and disseminating his speeches and other material for publication.
Who appeared to be a person of what I call such equanimity. He does calm, no violent thoughts, no violent expressions. And so you least expected to have him the subject of the kind of horrific incident that happened with him. So I was shocked.
Before joining the Progressive Liberal Party, where he served on the party's communications and press team during the last general elections, Mackey was a member of the National Development Party. Before heading into the House of Assembly this morning, we also spoke with several PLP members whose overall mood can only be summed up as sad.
It's just a sad day. And I remember Mr. Mackey mostly because he's a young man who obviously had a bright future. He was a young man who was very dedicated to his work and what he was doing.
In order to get the jobs that we have, which get all the glory, you have to have people who are working behind the scenes to make that possible. And he was one of the people who did that. He was absolutely dedicated to his job. Thought all the time about politics and the future, was part of the National Progressive Institute. It's just stunning.
He was one of those persons that I would call a Bahamian patriot because he believed in the economic empowerment of Bahamians. He believed in deepening the democracy. And it was always good to sit down with him in strategy planning sessions as to what it was we were going to do.
Now, to get a better sense of how more of his work colleagues were taking the news, our news team also visited the BIS office this morning, where we met Anglican priest Father James Palacios, counseling and praying with staff there. Mackey's death brings the country's homicide count to 82 for the year. Police say if you have any information that can assist them, to call them anonymously at 502-9991 or Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. That's 328-8477. For JCN News, I'm Sasha Lightbourne.